Okay. Hi, Hector. So this is Carly again. Like I said, I'm going to make another video. I got to make this one short because it's already time for me to wake up. So I got to hurry the hell up so that I could go and shower and get ready for today and go to school. So to make this really quick, so you were talking about how like teaching sex ed, and if you're Christian, then you're planning to be celibate for the most part, depending on who you are and how you feel about that. Now, I'm sorry, but sex ed is important because it's called sex ed, meaning sex education. So, they're trying to inform you about your own body, about the other person's body, about what's going on with you during that time when you're hormonal and you're having weird problems and you're like, oh, boys are so attractive, oh, girls are so good looking, oh my gosh, oh wow, her body's attractive and whatnot. And it's important to understand why that's happening. It's not because you're a weirdo. It's not because you're some creepy perv. It's not anything. It's just a natural part of being an adolescent. That's it. It's just a normal thing that happens when you're growing up. And you're not a horrible person because you haven't. You can try and, control like having those problems and having those issues, and just kind of like calm yourself down when you notice maybe you're getting so aroused or whatnot. But it's important. Like, a guy wants to know why he's getting a boner when he's saying the Pledge of Allegiance. The Pledge of Allegiance, nothing sexy about it. But why is he getting a boner? It's just because of the hormones. It's because they're just trying to make sure everything's working so that when you reproduce, it's all good to go for the most part, unless something got damaged along the way or something. But that's what happens. And it's not anything to be ashamed about or be like, I'm disgusting. It's normal. And with sex education, you learn about both genders, yourself and the other. And you learn about them because you need to understand each other. Okay, understand why is a girl who had no chest now has a huge chest. Why this? Why that? Da 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 da. And when girls are talking about periods, what the hell does that mean? And all that. It's just to inform you of what's going on with one another. I like that they taught sex education. Now, if you're planning to be celibate, that's great. But guess what? Anything could happen. You could end up being raped and you get pregnant and that's a horrible situation. But I'm just saying, like, you want to know, like, okay, why is, like, about pregnancy and stuff like that. Now, I know that's a really big stretch about, like, understanding how to get pregnant, but I'm just saying it happens. Some people, when horrible crap happens to them, like rape or something, and they get pregnant from it, it's important to know how it kind of happened. Like, the sperm went up the vagina and met up with the egg in the fallopian tube, and then descended down into the uterine wall and attached itself there, and then a baby started to grow. And I mean, and then also when you're married, you want to know, like, how do I have a baby when you're trying to have one? So it's just to inform you. Now, like I said, the rape thing was just like, women can get pregnant after something horrific like that. Probably not the best example. Probably should have done the marriage one, but I'm just saying, like, it's still a moment where, that you can get pregnant from that too. And I'm just saying, like, that's not why they teach it. So, oh, in case this happens, this is why you have a baby. Um, but like, it's just like, in case you get pregnant from it, you know, like how it happened, even though it was a horrific situation. Anyways, okay, I'm gonna get off of that because I'm just now going around in circles. But you need to know, you need to understand, because I personally, sorry, I didn't know about what the hell was masturbation when in freaking Corona Foothills they repeated they went to it and they're like, oh, it feels good, it feels great, da 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 da. I didn't know what the hell they meant. I and when I asked my family, they were like, it's playing with yourself. And I knew it was a sexual thing, but I didn't really understand how exactly do you play with yourself and what does that mean and da 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 da. I went to the internet to find that out. Got me into a hole. But I'm just saying, you you're going to be curious, and it's important for you to know instead of people keeping you in the dark, cuz you're going to look for it, and then you'll find dark things that will explain it to you instead of someone who is going to be educated to just explain it to you and be like, don't that's not something you should be doing because it's because of your if you're a religious person, like, you don't do that, whatever. But I'm just saying, like, I went and had the internet tell me how, like, what it meant, because my family wouldn't really explain it to me, and in school they didn't really explain it either. They just said, they just showed a video that said, oh, it felt really good, but it did. You should do it over and over again. Dun, dun, dun. And I'm just like, what the hell does that word mean? What the hell does masturbation mean? Or, like, tell me the details. I want to know. Like, because I'm just that kind of person where it's just like, I'm curious. Like, I want to know every detail. You need to explain it to me. And no one really would. They just were like, playing with yourself, it's sexual. The end. And you're like, okay, that doesn't help. So, that's just me, though, and I found out a way that I should have been told by my family, or the school should have properly explained. And if they weren't going to do that, then they should have not even showed that damn video. So I'm just saying, it's important because you need to educate yourself on what's going on with yourself. In school right now, I'm learning about anatomy, and I'm learning about the human body because I'm going to be working on the human body. I'm going to be massaging those muscles. I'm going to be working those joints. I'm going to be doing all that stuff, and the nerves and everything, the skin. So I have to know from the freaking superficial layer of the body all the way to the most profundest part of the body, and then going all the from profundus back to superficial again. So I have to go top to bottom, and then when I reach as low as I can, then go from the bottom to the top again. So, and that's what I have to understand and know. And I'm learning about, like, what's going on with everyone else's body and what's working just to do simple tasks and whatnot. So I think it's really cool that I'm learning about those things and I'm being educated about not only other people's body but my own. And that's pretty amazing to be able to have. Now, if someone thought it was like, I'm going to be learning about the reproductive system. So I'm going to be learning about orgasms and like all that other stuff, because that's part of what goes on with the human body. So it's like, why in the world would you take that away from, like, learning, when it's like, I want to know what's going on with my body when this happens. Someone said, oh, that's inappropriate, don't even ask. You're never going to know. And no one likes to feel like they're an idiot because no one decided to teach them something, and everyone kept taking away the chance for them to learn when they were trying to learn themselves. So I personally think you shouldn't be doing that. And, you know, it's not a good idea. Anyways, I'm gonna end this. That's all I wanted to say about what you were talking about. Um, I'll talk to you later. Bye.